My name's Keanu. I'm from NorCal. I currently go to UCI as a student, and this is my 1995 M Edition Miata. My car's name is Mushu. One night, I was just thinking, like, damn, I should probably name my car. Like, I really want to name it. My favorite thing about the car would probably have to be, like, its handling, I guess. Just because it's super quick around corners. You know, it's not fast when going straight, but when I'm swinging around the corner, I can go pretty fast. I don't really have any specific favorite memory, but I think like when I drive past people and I get to see them smile or point out my car, that's probably my favorite memories of the car. I guess I'll start with the wheels. We have some JNC wheels, and then Fortune Auto coilovers. I have a NRG bucket seats, Corbu harnesses, an NRG quick release, and then for my exhaust system, I have carb legal cobalt headers, an ISR test pipe, and a Yonaka catback. Well, I think for like shits and giggles, my favorite mod would be the wink mod. Just like driving around winking at other people is kind of funny to me. But realistically, I'd have to go with coilovers. It like completely transforms this car. Like it was already fun to drive before, but I think with the coils and getting lower, it definitely changes the driving experience to make it more enjoyable. My favorite car meet was probably up in NorCal. It's called All Miata Morning. It's at Dublin Mazda, and it's just a Miata only meet. And there's probably about like 60 of us, maybe more. I don't really know. But also, Tom Matano, one of the designers of the Miata, was also there in his FD-RX-7, which was pretty cool. And it was nice to meet him as well. The fastest I've gone in my Miata is probably like, believe it or not, 120. I was scared. It was like it was shaking a lot. I was scared. I mean, a lot of the car has been taken apart. I think the worst was probably me and my friend. Well, mostly my friend was helping me take out the engine to reseal the oil pan. That was a bad job. And unfortunately, you either have to do that or you have to drop the whole subframe, which, I mean, both of them kind of suck. It's definitely one of the worst jobs on a Miata, but got it done. No. And even if the police were chasing me, I don't think I could run. I would say, like, try not to pay too much for one. On top of that, make sure you keep it maintained. I think like frequent oil changes and like regular maintenance is good. And never sell it. You would probably be really sad after. I mean, I don't think they dominate in any sort of way. Like they're really, I mean, one, they're old, two, they're not really fast. And like I guess the only thing about them is like the handling that's very fun. And like I think it's all around just supposed to be a fun car, not really serious, like intensive driving or anything like that, in my opinion. I don't know. In terms of driving experience, the best part is definitely the handling, like hands down. Like it only has like around 100 horsepower, so it can't be the straight shot. But definitely the handling. I just love taking corners super fast. Even like when I'm running mountains, like it's super fun. I don't even have to be going like super fast. It feels fast, to be honest, but like, you know, it's just fun to drive around. How do I manage that? That's a good question. I have to put a lot of my daily life aside sometimes in order to maintain this car. Like something's always going bad. Not to make that like not to scare anybody from getting a Miata, but it might just be like, you know, this special guy right here. I think it really depends on like who you are and like what kind of time you have. Because I mean, like as a UCI student, sometimes I don't really have the time to maintain it, and I try to, I don't know, at least keep it to like working condition, and then if I have to get an oil change, I think I'm gonna be doing that today. By the way, I will do that around every like 2,000 miles. I go a little over sometimes. That might be kind of crazy for some people. Like newer cars, usually it's a lot more, I'm pretty sure. But for this car, I need to do it a lot sooner. Am I single? Currently, I am single. But like, chill out. Chill out for me. That's the color of my car is Mika Merlot. It's a color only in 1995 M editions for NAs at least. NBs, I'm pretty sure they brought the color back. So I think I'm like about $7,500 deep. But I did get a paint job and other stuff like that, so like keep that in mind when looking at the price. I don't know, like I guess it would be the wink mod. I don't really remember because I was also doing a lot of maintenance and fixing stuff up before. Like I think the headlights didn't even like pop up and down originally, as well as it did not come with a soft top before. So I had to get a lot of other things situated before I got to actually modifying the car. I think I would like to upgrade like my seat and harness setup eventually, but as of now it's not that big of a deal to me. But one other thing would probably be turbo kit and all that. So but that would be the distant future when I have the money for that, because car stuff's expensive. All the Miata generations, we got the NA, NB, NC, and ND all in order. I think it's gotta be like how happy it looks. It's not aggressive whatsoever, but still super fun to drive. I think my favorite car brand was Honda, but more recently I think I've been leaning towards Toyota just because they've been dropping a lot of like good shit in my opinion. I think I like to keep it realistic. Mazda's definitely like for cars all around is not my favorite brand, although I do love the Miata and the RX-7. I think recently I've been talking a lot about the GR Corolla. Has to be like up there for sure. And like I like to keep it like attainable for my dream car. So like that's definitely up there. I think like in the future I could see myself with one. But if I had to go a little in like the upper range, like it could get basic, maybe like a Porsche GT4 or something, you know. But I think also I really enjoy the older cars like an FDRX7. Not as reasonable, but still like it's definitely up there in a car that I would dream of having. Well, I think that's very dependent on weather. I would prefer with it down most of the time, but there's some days where it's like, if I'm going on a long drive, like I don't want to hear the wind noise all the time, you know? From my experience, the Miata community is either like super young people or old people, and like it's a little controversial. I think like some people are like, oh, the old people like they're stuck in their time or some shit, and you know they're always like the young people, this that they're like loud, whatever. But honestly, like I've also met a lot of cool people that are fun to be around that I would definitely hang out with, like just on a random day-to-day basis. I do daily drive it. I think like so one like any problems that appear or you know something breaks is definitely challenging, and driving it on some really bad roads, you know, here in LA we got like some very bad roads and it's very hard to get around sometimes with those roads. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess.
Any closing statements you would like to add?
um no, I don't think so. I think that's it.